Well, 2021's over. Did you win or lose? Hey, welcome back. Jeff Heggie, Daily Success Strategies. Thanks for being with me today. Well, here we are. We're at the end of 2021. It happened. Did you win or did you lose? You need to be ready for what's next. Are you ready for 2022? Are you heading into it full steam? Do you have everything planned out? What momentum can you build off of from 2021? What lessons can you learn from your failures? You know, there's a lot of people I've talked to that have been really optimistic and excited for 2022, and I think that's awesome. I've got some clients that I'm working with that have some amazing things going on. But I also have talked to people that are really down and really concerned about things that are out of their control. Things that are consuming so much of their time and energy, but they really have no control over. So I hope you can take a look at what your plans are for 2022, figure out the things that you can control, that you have an impact on, and really be optimistic and put a plan together to really go about and do those things that are going to help you be successful. I've been talking about it all week. If you don't have clearly defined written out goals, make sure to go to jeffhaggie.com/goals, go through my free Bigger Future goal setting program, and get those things figured out so that you have a destination you're working towards. You know, at this time next year, the last day of 2022, do you want to be in the same spot you're at now? Whether you are a success right now or a failure, do you want to be in the same spot or do you want more growth? I'm hoping and assuming you want more growth. I'm assuming that you want to be doing better. You've got to have a plan. You've got to have a destination you're heading to. So make sure you get those things figured out. You know, I was listening to Myron Golden recently. Myron Golden's someone that I had heard of and saw some of his work, but didn't know a lot about. And I had the opportunity at Funnel Hacking Live this year to meet him and go to listen to him a bit. And he's an incredible guy. He's brilliant and has some great knowledge and ideas and stuff. And one thing he said was stop looking for all the hard ways to make a little bit of money and start looking for the easy ways to make a lot of money. And I think that's something regardless of what we're doing. It's so often that we look for the hard ways to accomplish little things, where there's actually easier ways where we can accomplish big things. You've just got to be able to put things together and really figure things out. Now, what I want to do today, I'm going to share a story that I've shared before, but first of all, if you haven't heard me talking about this the last couple of days, I do have an incredible program that I put together at a huge discount right now because I want to start the year off with working with some really big high achievers that want to really commit to change in 2022 and commit to making it their best year ever. So if you go to jeffhaggie.com/best year ever, you can find out more about that. I've really packed everything in there that I know is going to help you make the investment in yourself and make the commitment to yourself to do the things you need to do to get to the point that you want to get to. But it's only if you're serious about making a difference, if you're 100% committed, that you're going to go along with the program that we put together, that you'll do exactly what you need to get to that end destination. I want to be there to help hold you accountable and do those things, but it's going to be awesome. So one of the things I want to talk about is a story that I shared, I don't know how long ago. It was a story that I first heard it from Tammy Matheny. But as I took some time to reflect on the past year, I had a lot of reflection over the last little bit because through the pandemic and everything, you know, borders have been closed. We haven't had family coming down from Canada as much until recently. And then there's so many people, friends, business associates, different things that I've just not been able to see or do anything with because of the pandemic. And a good friend of mine that I've talked a lot about in different episodes, whether I've named him by name or not, but his family's down here right now, and we had an opportunity to go out to dinner a couple nights ago with them. And it made me realize how much I miss so many people, and also the importance it is of having people like that in your life, people that you can be grateful for, people that you can learn for, people that dream big, people that help you to dream big, people that have a big vision and can inspire you and help motivate you. And so one of the things I wanted to share today was a story that, like I said, Tammy Matheny first shared it with me, but it's a story about Charles Plume called Who Packs Your Parachute? And I just want to read it because I don't want to miss out any of the details of it. It says, Charles Plume was a U.S. Navy pilot in Vietnam. After 75 combat missions, his plane was destroyed by a surface-to-air missile. Plume ejected and parachuted into enemy hands. He was captured and spent 6 years in communist Vietnam prison. He survived and was eventually released and returned home to the U.S. One day, when Plume and his wife were sitting in a restaurant, a man walking past his table said, "You're Plume. You flew fighter jets in Vietnam from the aircraft carrier Kitty Hawk. You were shot down." "How in the world did you know that?" asked Plume. "I packed your parachute," the man replied. Plume gasped in surprise and gratitude. The man pumped his hand and said, "I guess it worked." Plume assured him that it did. "If your chute hadn't worked, I wouldn't be here today." Plume couldn't sleep that night thinking about the man. Plume says, "I kept wondering what he might have looked like in a Navy uniform. I wondered how many times I might have seen him and not even said, 'Good morning, how are you?' or anything, because, you see, I was a fighter pilot. He was just a sailor." So I want you to think about that. Who's packing your parachute? Everyone has someone that's providing for them to make it through the day, to make it through the crazy times and the challenges that they're facing. You know, sometimes the daily challenges of life, we miss what or who is really important. I've used this story with the athletes in my Confident Athlete program a lot. I give the example, when I was young, when I played hockey, I don't know how many mornings I had 7 o'clock games that were an hour away, while my brother had a 7 a.m. game 2 hours in the other direction. Our parents, our coaches, they got us there. I remember being in a boxing fight and my hockey coach waiting to pick me up to make sure he could get me to my game. Who's doing the small things that you might be taking for granted? Who's packing your parachute? Reflect on 2021. Who packed your parachute through the year? I reflect on this past year on how much my wife's done for me. Have I shown her the gratitude she deserves? I hope I can say yes, but I don't think I have done it justification. So, last day of the year, I want you to think about that. Who's packed your parachute over the last year? And as you go into 2022, make sure it's something that you can recognize and that you can give that appreciation and gratitude to those people as it happens. One of the things I do every Friday that I just got into this and kind of forgot about was on Monday we talked about what are the things you need to do this week so that on Friday we can look back and say it's been a successful week, and more importantly, you're closer to your bigger goals. Now, if you're one of my clients that works with me, you'll have got your emails on Monday and you'll get another one today for the follow-up accountability. But today I want to do that. What are the things that you said you'd do, and did you achieve those things this week? Did you get everything done that you said you were going to get done? And if you didn't, what do you need to do to get everything caught up? One of the things with our goals, we need to create that path and understand the process we need to go through to achieve them. And in that, you need to have a plan every week. What do I need to do by Friday so that I'm closer to my bigger goal? And if I don't get it done, what do I need to do to get up to speed? That's what we want you to do in 2022. We'll do this every week throughout 2022. Every Monday, I'll be asking, what are your plans? What's going to get you closer to that bigger goal? And then on Friday, we'll look back. So if you're not one of my clients that is on my email system for this, just send me an email, send me a DM, or if you're watching or listening to this on social media, show your accountability. Leave me a comment, send me a DM, whatever. Let me help hold you accountable to these things. Again, if you're someone that's serious about making 2022 the best year ever, please reach out to me. Check things out at jeffheggie.com/bestyearever. Take a look at that, because that is going to be a group of people that are going to make a difference. Thanks for being with me. I wish you all the best in the new year. Have a great weekend, and I'll be back on Monday. Thanks.
Hey, some of you may know this, but in addition to my coaching, I've recently joined Geneva Financial Home Loans, a mortgage lender headquartered in Chandler, Arizona, as a mortgage loan originator. I've always had a passion for serving others, and now I'm proud to also be a part of Home Loans Powered by Humans. If you're in the state of Arizona and looking to take the next step in your journey, contact me at 801-830-3858 to start the conversation. NMLS number 42056, BK number 0910215, equal opportunity lender.
Hey, athletes and parents of athletes. So much time, money, and effort is put into the physical aspect of your sport to become the best you can be. But the mental game, it's often neglected, and it's just as important as the physical game. In fact, it's usually the differentiator between the good and the great athletes. Come and join me in the Confident Athlete program where you'll learn to control your confidence, develop a powerful mindset, and unlock your full potential. Go to jeffheggie.com/confidentathlete to find out more. I look forward to seeing you there.